Now let's talk a little bit about Chiron and what that means to each and every one of us. When you think about Chiron, you think of words like healing and compassion. Chiron has been defined variously as an asteroid, a comet, and minor planet. So, but it really seems to defy categorization. In our chart, in our birth chart, Chiron represents our desire to heal and make whole and can indicate aspects of our life where we have been wounded. So you can associate Chiron with things like wounded healer, maverick, outsider, scapegoat, compassion, alienation, displacement, alternative, mentor, teacher, vulnerability, healing. So we're going to talk about what it means for your zodiac sign, right? But first and foremost, Chiron indicates an aspect of your life where, through no fault of your own, you have been wounded in some way. Sometimes it will reflect ancestral theme in the family passed down through generations. We may take personal responsibility absorbing guilt for things that are not our fault and things that we could never have changed. And it may take many years for us to acknowledge this. We may find ourselves taking an alternative path. We may end up feeling we have not achieved very much or where we fit in. We can feel vulnerable here, painfully aware of our perceived shortcomings. As an outsider or an outcast or scapegoat, you may feel like the migrant, the foreigner, the one who feels different in your family setting. Through a philosophical and self-accepting response, we can eventually forgive ourselves and others, healing painful feelings of alienation or displacement. Eventually, Chiron is where we grow to become a healer in our own right, mentoring and helping others in the world at large. We become instruments of healing according to the nature of our own wound because here we have developed experience and wisdom. Where Chiron is in your chart, you may find your own individual way forward and carve a distinctive path for yourself. Here, you can capitalize on your own differences and alternative point of view to offer a valuable and unique personal perspective. So, if your zodiac sign is Aries, self assertion can be a challenge. Perhaps early on you were discouraged from going your own way. Healing arises from feeling your independence. If your Chiron is in Taurus, you may have experienced early lack of material security, leading you to the need to develop your own grounding. If your Chiron is in Gemini, you may have encountered a lot of challenges in speech development or disrupted education, but you can have a gift for language and communication. If your Chiron is in Cancer, there may be a feeling for you of not belonging. Perhaps you were adopted or separated from family. If your Chiron is in Leo, perhaps you were not allowed to shine, be playful, or perform. Uncovering your creativity can inspire others to find their creative courage too. If your Chiron is in Virgo, you may seek to achieve perfection but feel you fall short of this. Psychosomatic illnesses can reflect a mind-body tension. If your Chiron is in Libra, early experiences of being treated unfairly might have led you to develop a role as an advocate for those who have suffered injustice. If your Chiron is in Scorpio, disempowerment might be a theme from your childhood years. You can find creative ways to work with deep feelings. If your Chiron is in Sagittarius, you may have sacrificed opportunities for further education or travel, or loss of faith may have led the restless searching for your own beliefs. If your Chiron is in Capricorn, you may have shouldered responsibility at an early age. A feeling of not fitting into the system can lead you to carve out your own image of authority. If your Chiron is in Aquarius, a commitment to social equality and acceptance of diversity might emerge from an early situation where you did not fit in. And if your Chiron is in Pisces, this may suggest an early experience of loss, illness, or sacrifice. you can develop your own holistic spiritual vision and assist others to do the same. So hopefully that helped you all to better understand Chiron. If you have any questions or any comments, please drop them below in the comment section. Thank you.